Deep in the underbelly of Hollywood was a young starlet milking the beguiled advantages of fun employment. Sleep was her escape from her unfortunate reality. However, bed rotting wouldn't be her safe space anymore. Just as her imagination expanded, it gave way for other voices to creep in, those of which had no good intentions. Her dreams had turned into nightmares. Luckily, the malevolent voices plaguing her subconscious charged her to get the heck up, because Hollywood waits for no one.
Ciao, starlets. Welcome back to another entry of the Icon Diaries, an actor's life. Unscripted. So for this week's vloggy vlog, it's going to be another day in the life of a creativepreneur, but with a twist. And I know y'all probably like, Lex, you're yapping too much. We already sat through this long intro. Get to the point. We're at the edge of our seats. What's going to happen in this vlog? Well, basically, we are getting ourselves out of a creative funk. I'm be so for real with y'all. I feel like I'm battling between, productivity and romanticize burnout. And even though the industry is, well, literally crumbling right now, Hollywood is crumbling like Rome, I'm trying to keep it together and keep pushing towards my creative endeavors and God's plan. So, with all that being said, we are getting into a Hollywood hustle this week, but it's going to be of mind, body, and spirit as well as creatively. We are revamping our day-to-day routine, shake some up a bit, hopefully to liven my fervor once again. All right. I know y'all have heard enough of me yapping, enough with the jibber jabber. Let's go ahead and cut to this to-do list, because y'all know, as a Virgo, we're going to be organized. Now that you've got the scoop of the rundown of today, let's go ahead and start checking some things off this checklist today. Okay? Let the creative glow up begin. Only want you love if you're silent. But if you fuck me, then fuck you. And that's the way I like it.
After getting her scoop, or let's say the lack thereof, of what was going on in good old Hollywood, it was time for Lexa to write in her journal. So she decided to migrate closer to the pool. Not solely to just photosynthesize after being indoors for so long, but also in hopes that the flow of the water will help her flow with her thoughts. For it had been so long since she'd actually written in her diary. But being the water baby that she is and writer as well, things began to flow and go steadily. She began to recount the nightmarish voices that plagued her in her dreams. Though one of her mottos is to leave no room for doubt, somehow the voices of fear began to seep in. What cracks had she not sealed mentally? Or was she simply becoming mental from her lack of busyness? She pondered upon her survival in the crumbling industry. I suppose we'll find out as her story continues.
get your man up. I'ma back it up. Back it up.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Like, what they're saying about Hollywood being dead, it's definitely giving deceased because, y'all, I ain't nothing good on the casting sites right now. Like, if you have an agent, you are so blessed because at least you have some reach. But just right now, looking at these sites, y'all, I don't even want to pay for them no more. I don't even want to pay because they're not giving what they used to give. And I'm just like, the pay has dropped. Excuse me? Why y'all do that? Why y'all do that? I didn't apply to anything today. It's giving caca right now. The sites are giving caca. Like, yeah. You know what? New strategy for everybody. We need to stop looking up or looking online specifically for the sites just for somebody to give us an opportunity. New game plan is to just work across. Like, where are the roles? What's going on? Oh, right, Hollywood being supposedly dead now. That's okay because New Hollywood is gonna be with you and me, and we're gonna rebuild this mess so that it's bigger and better. Soon, you know what? Actually, I feel like Hollywood at this point isn't even just a place. No. Hollywood is going to be a saying because it's international. There's so many like beautiful films that are just worldwide instead of just held up in California. And at this point, it's given if you're an actor or working in any part of the industry, you need your passport because not only are American films filming outside the US, but there are a lot of really great works being produced outside of America. So it's giving, have your passports ready, people. And if you're going to work here, don't look up and be a pick-me waiting for somebody to pick you to be their showrunner. You know what I'm saying? Or just to be BG, Work across with your peers. Oh yeah, pick up your phone and start making your own content because you're not going on these little sites. They're not producing. You need to become the producer. And on that note, I'm going to the next thing that I need to do in my day. Okay, so we're backpedaling a little bit with the acting stuff. Forgot to share with you guys that I am prepping also for another short film this month. Yay! So that's the good news aside from, essentially the radio silence on the casting networks. So I'll be going over this script. I had a table read last week with the obviously the director and the rest of the cast. And the gag is it's not even like, it wasn't really a read because it's a silent film. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to do this. And this is what happens when you work across, what I was saying earlier. You work across and then you leave a lasting impression on the people that you collaborated with, they will usually bring you back. So honestly, best advice is in regards to times like this, when the casting sites are not giving, your agent isn't giving, honey, you need to go out and socialize with the people in your circle. Because I bet you somebody's got a project that they're working on and want to film and shoot. Just film it on your iPhone. This thing shoots in 4K. During the table read, the director was like, I want you guys to pick an animal to, essentially embody your character. And I'm not gonna lie to y'all, that took me back to improv in college. And I have no problem improvising. I love a good improv moment. So I'm trying to think about what type of animal am I gonna be for this, this script. It's a silent film, so I'm really communicating with my body. And some other homework she gave us was that we need to watch, or should watch, she suggested it. I will be watching, a Charlie Chaplin style film. She gave us a list of films that we could watch, and so probably later today when I'm unraveling from whatever funk I'm in and praying for a better morning tomorrow. I'll be watching that film tonight. That's gonna be my bedtime homework / unwind. But for now, I'm just thinking about, girl, what animal would I be? So I've been brainstorming like animals that, I feel like would fit her. She is sporty. And I don't know, for the first thing that came to mind for me was a Black Panther. I don't know. It's just what I was feeling, Black Panther. So do I need to like research some animals, to really embody? I thought like agility, because in the scene, we're at a park and my character's playing basketball. And so I'm like, okay, let's see what animal do I see playing basketball? Do I need to watch Sing? You know what I'm saying? I need to watch Sing to get some inspiration. But I just thought like heights, jumping, and it led me to think of a panther. So my character just might embody a panther, mysterious, but about business. Really gonna aim for the heights. That's the only animal I have in mind, like a panther. It's supposed to embody that. I think I'm gonna read over it and maybe it'll give me more inference as to what other animal it could be, because I only know so many animals. Chat. I only know so many animals, and I really just want to go with my gut at this point. Anywho, let's get to the script. Not gonna hold y'all. I ended up doom scrolling for a little bit. Chill. Now is the time for me to sign up for my place as a vendor for crown curls. You guys might not know, but I actually have a hair care brand that I've been working on since the pandemic, and it's taken such a long time to get to this point, and honestly, I still have much more to go. We're tapping into the entrepreneur part of creativepreneur right now. So let's do a big thing and sign up for this vendor event.
After a long day of persevering, this stud was happy to be back in her comfort zone. However, to become an icon, one must work in their sleep. So she decided to watch one of the films suggested by her director in her current project. After all, to master this craft, you must be in consistent study. So she analyzed one of the legends of her industry. Well, in this case, the television began to watch her. Oh, this girl. Don't know how she's going to make it. Excuse me, Lexa. Starlet. Lexa. Outro, please.
Oh, right. Ciao, starlets.